Welcome to Monster Quads. What we have here today is a Tweaker 5-inch from Shendrones. I think this is a fantastic, I love the Tweakers. They were great builds, they were fun to fly. They weren't the lightest and the fastest, but they were definitely fun to fly and a great build. So when the 5-inch came out, I was kind of timid in building a Tweaker 5-inch build, but after building this, I think it's a wonderful and incredibly fantastic fun build and fun to fly. First things first, I love the TPU camera mount that is 3D printed. It fits a regular 1177 with just the screws on the side, but the TPU actually creates some resistance and actually grabs onto the camera, and it's got different angles here. It's probably best, and he does recommend putting a little, I think, glue around the edges so it does grab on better. This is a 2.5 lens on this, so it is a little bit wider and it fits a little bit snug. So I think it's perfect. I love the camera mount that it comes with. Starting with the arms, I did build this in mind to have some nice thrust. And you can't go any better than the good old Emax 2205s, 2300s. There is a version 2 out, an S version out. I think everything is the same except they got rid of the C clip. And I'm not sure. There's a couple other things, but basically the thrust tests or the thrust grams are supposed to be the same. But this is a great value because there's a lot of hype motors out there, but I think you get these things under 20 bucks, and the performance is still fantastic. Moving right along, ESCs. This is the DYS XM Series XM20 Bell Heli Mini 20 amp ESCs. I did use the case, as you can see, because what I did do is I used a Luminaire, the Lumis LED system. I do like this a lot because the driver is built into the back LEDs, and you can switch the LEDs. I'll show you that later. Switch the lights and switch the patterns just from that button. You can connect it to the flight controller if you wanted to use Clean Flight, Beta Flight, or Race Flight in addressing these LEDs, but I don't think there's any need to. And I used the case that comes with the DYS XM20s to not only just encase it, hold it, and protect it, but also give a place where I can mount these LEDs. Usually, Get FPV shows that they're mounting the LEDs underneath the arms, but I didn't want to put them underneath the arms because this is, a belly lander. There's no landing gear, so it's going to land right on top of the LED lights. And I wanted to keep them out of the way, so I decided to put them up front on the arms in front of the ESCs, and it fit perfectly like that. Now, going along, you can see that we have the underneath, you can barely see it because it's tucked in there really nice, is the LED power distribution board. So everything is wired, all 4 LEDs are wired straight into that. And just above that, I have the new Maytech HUBOSD, and you can see the one thing that I didn't like about this is that this OSD tabs come out a little bit longer here, so in some really tight builds you're really not going to be able to use this Maytech OSD, but it's a great OSD, works really well, and it's like 20 bucks. Next we have the Revo flight controller. That is running Race Flight Beta 258. Very locked in, very solid. Moving along, you can see how I mounted everything across the back. We are using a 200 milliwatt VTX with a pigtail going up to a TBS Triumph antenna. I love these antennas. They're well worth it, and they give you some great video. All right, so we're going to power up the quad. And here you can already see the lights. You get the lights across the back and the lights across the front. You can change the configuration of the lights from patterns. This is pretty cool, sort of like a white disco ball. It's hard to see because these things are bright, but that's like some psychedelic colors. Solid colors. Red, magenta. Another transversing type LED pattern. And off, of course. You got the different colors. Just solid colors. And that's it for the, what I call the Police Edition Police Interceptor 5-inch tweaker build by Monster Quads. This is T1K, and we're signing out.